ready to set up for the dryer. Had to move them buckets out of the way because they'll be in the way. We need to blow all the little stones and everything off the pad. We can get ready to set up for augers, because we can't have stones mixed in with the cracked corn. Cows can't digest stones. So that one does the trick, but I need something with a little more PSI to it. Well, that ought to get the job done a little more efficiently. Load into the dryer just to make sure everything's working, and that water was from the columns. Then the thing sat all winter. Okay, yeah, this is the hopper that goes with that, because that's that piece of rubber I put there when this thing was making a mess of corn last year. It was spitting it out all over the place. Come on, pull up. I don't feel like getting out. Man, that's a long way to walk. That's good. Do we want to do something like this, do you think? I would just go around the straight piece. Probably going to be too short. You're going to have to pick it up. You're going to... Hello? Hey, what's up? Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Okay. You don't like it? That's alright, I'm gonna go now. Okay. We can readjust if you want. Okay. Setting up, that's gonna land there, hopefully. Then the little jump auger will come out there, and the pin will go right there. Nothing like being a chain man. Lift fired up for Jason so he can clean or use it to grease with. That's a wrap right now. We just wanted to get the heavy stuff out of the way. That is set up and ready to rock and roll. right where it's going to sit is right where we're going to use it. About another week. By the time you guys see this video, we will have already been started with soybean harvest. All them leaves on them beans have to get off them pods. Just like you can see out there, a couple of them are already turned. Got the bin side all clean. That way we don't have no stones contaminating the corn when it makes a mess and all that. I screwed myself. Well, not really, but in a way I did. All that crap that had sat in the bottom of the, oh, I guess you would call this like a little trough or something for this auger. The reason why we had this like we did, how we had it cut out in a big square, was so that way we could put a temporary hopper underneath of it, one of them yellow ones that we use around here. If you guys are new to the channel, just stay tuned. I will show you, well, it's one of those up there, okay? Before this 5,000 bushel wet bin was here, we would just put an auger kind of catty corner there. That was before this was here. I screwed myself. I shouldn't have blown all that wet crap, because where that came from was we ran the drying fan while we were loading the wet bin, the drying fan right there, and it blew all that stuff out. Well, then it rained. All that crap stuck to the roof. And then when a couple winds came, heavy winds, they blew all the crap down here. It sat down here, and I thought it was drier than what it was. I went to go blow my leaf blower like you guys just saw, and it just stuck everywhere. So yeah, that is where we're at with that. Yeah, just a mess to deal with, but it'll rain, it'll wash it all off, and we'll be good. If you guys remember too, in between these two 17, well, actually this one on my left is a 3,200 bushel bin. We moved that auger out, make it easier to get around in here, plus put the auger underneath the grinder a little bit better. We were having some complications last year with trying to get the auger that was over here. That's the same auger, we just moved it. Trying to get the hopper underneath that New Holland grinder underneath that auger when it was over here. It wouldn't really work the greatest. It was a lot of screwing around, so we just figured, why don't we just move it over while we're getting 3 more rings added to the bin. So that is what we done. This is the bin that, if you guys recall, the bottom was starting to collapse on it. It was a used bin, and at the time didn't realize how bad the bottom was. We knew it was starting to get bad, but we just didn't know how bad the bottom was. So we took that ring out, done away with it, had a crane come in, poured the concrete, leveled it all up. We had first thought we were just going to be able to put 3 more rings on the existing floor. That wasn't the case at all. That floor was not level whatsoever. So we did all over again. Mind you, it was dry this past summer, late spring. Straw and a sprinkler non-stop to get the concrete to cure. So thus 3,200 bushel bin has been born. So 1,700, 3,200, 5,000, 23,000 bushel bin. Now this dampness that you guys are seeing here was from the inside of the auger. Jason ran the unload Thursday afternoon when I helped him get the cleaner out and the little jump auger. I will throw them clips up right now, so that way you guys can see just how we toted them things on out of storage. We should be ready to go, other than setting the big auger up, getting this one out of place, and life should be good. About another month or so till we start corn, but it's drying down. I wasn't really anticipating on dusting in the gator. Better luck next time. Could have at least pulled it inside the building, but that's why they're called mistakes. I wasn't anticipating the dust to go on the front. Well, that helps, having the washer fluid run down the windshield. But it is what it is. It's the kind of wiper that deer put on the machine with the washer on top. So my goal is to keep the engine hours down. We're just below 710 engine hours, and I feel I can do a better job of that. Although this thing does come in handy for hauling people around, because we are getting close to fall harvest, shuttling people back and forth. We'll use this I don't know. We'll use it when we have feed to haul and things like that. I'm not saying the four-wheeler can't do that job. That's one of the intents when I was younger that I put this basket on this, was to make this more versatile in hauling things. I might, well, I don't know. It's a good bike. Yeah. But like I said, we'll just use the gator if we have feed to haul and use the four-wheeler, like if we have to run to the farm right quick to take care of something so we don't have to put as many engine hours on the gator, hopefully we can keep it well below 2,600 engine hours in 4 years. I hope anyhow. Got the grain head out of here. Got it in the shop. Dad's working on it. He wants to, so okay, let him work on it. Combine is done. It is ready to go. I would like to stand that antenna up a little bit taller, but I have to also remember going in and out of the shop, that will shear off below that little black ball right there. If I have it standing straight up, lean it back like that, get the machine in and out with ease. Plus, you have to take into consideration too the tree limbs and all. I want to look and see just how much coax it takes to get there, because I might, well, maybe springtime 2026 or so, or 25 if we are still here, Lord willing, I might go ahead and try to move it over here on this side because this is a side that you do not want into the trees when you go to turn, because that auger, you want to keep the auger away from the trees. So I was maybe trying to think, well, why not put the antenna over here? But then again, you also have to remember the distance between you and the cab to get reception. Anything closer than where it is now, and it might not work. It might overpower one or another, but it never hurts to think outside the box. This field here might be the second one that we start. It's a little green down towards that way, but I don't know, it's ripening up. I feel like the one over by home will be probably the first one to go, but I don't know. It could be a reverse flop. It could be this one could be ready to go first, and then that one, and then the one above the gravel pit. I don't know. I'll just have to see what Dad says about it. This one here is, well, we still got a little green yet, but unfortunately that's how it goes when the beans are planted near trees. They're going to suck the moisture out of the ground, and the trees are going to grow before any crops will. I don't know, I almost think this field here might be the first one to go. There's still a couple spots with leaves on it, but we could always come back and get them when we do double crop or whatever.